Remember how we were always taught that Chinese cars are cheap? Like growing up, the joke was always that if you bought a car from China, the door handle would fall off in your hand, the engine was made of recycled tin cans, and it would struggle to hit 60 miles per hour downhill with a tailwind. We laughed at them. We said, yeah, stick to making toys. Leave the cars to Detroit and Germany. Well, nobody is laughing anymore. In fact, if you are a fan of American muscle or European engineering, you should be terrified because the car I am standing next to today doesn't just break the stereotype. It takes that stereotype, sets it on fire, and does a tank turn on top of its ashes. This is the Zeekr 001 FR, and that FR stands for Future Road. But honestly, it should stand for real, because that is the only question you are going to be asking for the next 20 minutes. This isn't a concept car. This isn't a render on Twitter. This is a real production family car that has 4 motors. Yes, 4. And does 0 to 60 in 2.02 seconds. That is faster than a Bugatti Veyron. That is faster than a Tesla Model S Plaid. And it costs half as much as the European hypercars it destroys for breakfast. My brain is actually struggling to comprehend what is happening right now, because looking at this thing, it just looks like a really good-looking hatchback. But underneath, it's a weapon. I am genuinely offended that we don't get this in the States. Like, are we not trusted with this power? Do they think we'll hurt ourselves? Because looking at these specs, yeah, we probably would, but I still want it. Let's start with the front end, because this face is the last thing a Lamborghini owner sees before they get embarrassed at a stoplight. It's aggressive, but not in a trying too hard way. It's got this split headlight design that looks like it was sliced by a samurai sword. These vertical daytime running lights are sharp, crisp, and they do this little welcome animation when you unlock the car that makes you feel like Tony Stark walking into his lab. And look at the hood. It's sculpted with these deep, muscular channels that aren't just for show, they're for aerodynamics. The air gets sucked in here and channeled over the roof to keep this thing glued to the ground when you're doing speeds that would get you arrested in all 50 states. But the real tell that this isn't a normal EV is the carbon fiber. It is everywhere. The front lip spoiler is pure carbon fiber. The air intakes are carbon fiber. This isn't that fake plastic-wrapped carbon fiber you see on aftermarket Civics. This is the real aerospace-grade stuff. It's functional. It's creating downforce because, again, this car has over 1,200 horsepower. And without this aero, it would probably take flight. I'm looking at this front bumper, and it's littered with sensors. There are cameras, radar units, and ultrasonic sensors hidden so perfectly you barely notice them. It's watching the road with more eyes than the NSA. It's beautiful, it's terrifying, and it makes my daily driver look like a toaster. Moving to the side profile, this is where the shooting brake design really hits you. Americans usually hate wagons, but this is different. It's low, wide, and has a stance that screams, "Get out of my way." The silhouette is sleek, almost like a Porsche Panamera had a baby with a spaceship. But look at these wheels. These are 22-inch forged aluminum wheels, and they are wrapped in performance tires that are wider than my ego. They have to be to put that much power down. And behind them, massive Brembo carbon ceramic brakes. Do you know how much these brakes cost as an option on a Porsche? Like 10 grand. Here, they're just standard, because when you can hit 60 miles per hour in 2 seconds, stopping becomes a very, very high priority. The door handles are flush, obviously popping out when you approach, but the doors themselves are frameless. I love frameless doors. They just look so much cleaner when you roll the window down. And get this, they are soft close. You don't slam the door on a Hyper EV, you gently push it, and the car whispers, "I got this," and seals it shut for you. The side mirrors are frameless too, just pure glass in a thin stalk. It's these tiny details that make you realize this isn't just a fast car, it's a luxury item. The charging port is hidden back here on the rear quarter panel, and it opens electronically. Of course, everything on this car is motorized. I'm half expecting it to offer me a coffee while I wait. Now, walk around to the back with me, because this is the view most people are going to see. The rear wing is, you guessed it, carbon fiber. And it's not small. It's a proper fixed wing that generates actual downforce. The light bar runs across the entire width of the car, and it has this intricate crystal-like texture inside. When you hit the brakes, it lights up in this sequential pattern that looks like a sci-fi movie prop. But the craziest part of the rear is the diffuser. It is massive. It looks like it belongs on a Le Mans race car. It's channeling air out from under the car to suck it down to the tarmac. And there's no exhaust, obviously, but the aggression here makes up for the lack of noise. It looks wide, planted, and ready to pounce. It's just stunning. And knowing that this family hauler can gap a Ferrari makes looking at it even funnier. Okay, pop the hood. Well, no engine there, but let's talk about what powers this monster. And the powertrain is legitimately frightening. It uses 4 electric motors, one for each wheel. This allows for torque vectoring that is so precise, it can adjust the power to each wheel in milliseconds. If you're slipping on ice, or more likely, drifting around, the computer is doing a billion calculations a second to keep you alive. And because the motors can spin independently, this car can do a tank turn. Yes, a tank turn. It can spin 360 degrees in one spot. Why do you need that? You don't. But is it the coolest party trick in history? Absolutely. Imagine pulling up to a valet and just spinning in a circle before parking. You'd win the internet. The battery is a 100 kilowatt-hour pack using CATL's latest tech. It runs on an 800-volt architecture, which means it charges ludicrously fast. We're talking 10 to 80% charge in 15 minutes. 15 minutes. That's barely enough time to run into the gas station, grab a snack, and use the bathroom. By the time you come back, you're ready to go another 300 miles. This destroys the argument that EVs take too long to charge. Not this one. This one charges faster than my phone. And the efficiency, it's surprisingly decent for a car with 4 motors. But let's be real. You're not buying this for efficiency. You're buying it to feel your internal organs rearrange themselves when you mash the throttle. Speaking of throttle, there is a literal Raikkonen mode. Raikkonen, the Formula One legend, was actually hired as a chief performance advisor to tune this car. When you activate Raikkonen mode, it unlocks the full 1,265 horsepower and adjusts the torque vectoring to Raikkonen's preferences. It turns this luxury cruiser into a track weapon. It's not just a marketing gimmick. The car actually behaves differently. It's sharper, angrier, and more responsive. It's like the car chugs 5 energy drinks instantly. I cannot believe a company allowed this. It feels like a cheat code in real life. Now, safety. You'd hope a car this fast is safe, and it is. It's built like a tank. The chassis is incredibly rigid, using giga-casting techniques similar to Tesla, but refined. It has cameras and radars everywhere, enabling advanced pilot assists that can navigate highway traffic with ease. But here's the kicker. It has satellite communication technology. If you are out in the middle of the desert with 0 cell service, this car can connect directly to satellites to send messages or make emergency calls. That is James Bond level stuff. While we're over here losing signal in a parking garage, this car is talking to space. It feels like the engineers just sat in a room and said, what else can we add? Satellites? Sure, why not? All right, let's get inside, because if the exterior didn't sell you, the interior will make you want to sell your house. Opening the door, the first thing you smell is Alcantara. It is everywhere. The seats, the dashboard, the headliner, the door panels. It's all wrapped in this premium red and gray Alcantara that feels incredibly expensive. The seats are racing buckets, heavily bolstered to keep you in place when you're pulling G-forces. But they're also heated, ventilated, and have massage functions. Yes, massaging race seats. Because why suffer while you're breaking the sound barrier? The stitching is perfect. The fit and finish are light years ahead of what I expected. I'm pressing on panels, shaking the center console. Nothing squeaks. It feels solid. It feels German. Actually, it might feel better than German. The dashboard is dominated by a massive 15.6-inch central touchscreen with 2.5K resolution. The colors are vibrant, the blacks are deep, and the response time is instant. It's powered by the latest Snapdragon 8295 chip, which is basically a supercomputer. You can drag windows, run multiple apps, play games. It's smoother than an iPad. And looking straight ahead, there's a curved instrument cluster for your speed and critical info, plus a heads-up display that projects navigation onto the windshield. It feels like you're piloting a fighter jet. The steering wheel is wrapped in leather and Alcantara with physical buttons, thank God, for the important stuff. And right there on the wheel, 2 red buttons, one for Raikkonen mode, one for max power. It's daring you to press them. Let's talk audio. This car has a Yamaha sound system. Not a Bose, not a Harman Kardon, Yamaha. It has 28 speakers. 28, including speakers in the headrests and the roof. It puts out 2,400 watts of power. I turned it up to half volume, and I think I loosened a filling. The clarity is unbelievable. It supports Dolby Atmos, so when you're listening to music, it feels like the band is sitting in the back seat. It's a mobile concert hall. And because the car is an EV and so quiet, you hear every detail. It is genuinely one of the best sound systems I have ever heard in a car, period. The luxury touches just keep going. The ambient lighting isn't just a strip of LEDs, it's dynamic. It changes color based on your drive mode or the music. The air vents are motorized and controlled through the screen, which is a bit gimmicky but looks cool. There's a fragrance system that pumps expensive smelling scents into the cabin. There's a camera inside that watches you to make sure you're not falling asleep, or maybe just to judge your singing. The center console floats with huge storage underneath, wireless charging pads that actually work, and cup holders that grip your drink like they're afraid you'll spill it during a launch. It's practical, but it's swanky. And space, it's huge. The back seat is genuinely comfortable for adults. I'm 6 feet tall, and I have inches of legroom behind my own driving position. The floor is flat because there's no transmission tunnel, so you can easily fit 3 people back here, and they get their own screen to control climate and music. The panoramic glass roof stretches all the way back, making the cabin feel airy and open. It blocks UV light and heat so you don't cook, but it gives you this amazing view of the sky. It's a family car. You could put a baby seat in the back of a 1,200 horsepower rocket ship. That is the duality of this thing. It's Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. The trunk is massive too. It's a hatchback or shooting brake, so the opening is wide. You can fold the rear seats flat and practically move an apartment. You could fit golf clubs, strollers, a week's worth of groceries, and probably a set of spare tires for when you burn through the first set in a week. There's underfloor storage for your charging cables, and even a frunk in the front for smaller items. It is infuriatingly practical. Usually fast cars have zero space. This has all the space. It makes no sense. It's cheating. It's having your cake, eating it, and then winning a drag race with the cake. Now the price. This is the part where you expect me to say it costs $200,000. It should. The performance is better than cars costing $2 million. The tech is better than cars costing $150,000. But in China, the Zeekr 001 FR starts at around 769,000 RMB. That converts to roughly $107,000 USD. 107 grand. Are you kidding me? A Tesla Model S Plaid is around 90K now. But the build quality here is on another planet. A Porsche Taycan Turbo GT is over $230,000. This is half the price of the Porsche and just as fast with more tech. It's a bargain. It's a steal. It makes the entire luxury car market look like a scam. And that brings me to the final question, the one that's been nagging me all day. If this car came to the US, would you buy it over a Tesla? Would you trust a Chinese brand with this much performance? Because looking at the build quality, the materials, the software, it's hard to say, no, the gap is closing. Actually, no, the gap isn't closing. The gap has been jumped. They're doing things we're not even thinking about yet. Tank turns, satellite comms, 1,200 horsepower for 100K. It's aggressive, it's bold, and it forces everyone else to step up their game. I'm walking away from this car feeling a mix of awe and annoyance. Awe because it's a masterpiece of engineering. Annoyance because I have to go back to driving normal cars that don't have Raikkonen mode. This is a wake-up call. The Zeekr 001 FR isn't just a fast EV, it's a statement. It's a flag planted in the ground that says, we have arrived. And honestly, I think they've conquered. So tell me in the comments, are you as jealous as I am? Would you trade your current ride for this Chinese superwagon? Drop a comment below. I really want to know what you think. And if you enjoyed watching me have an existential crisis over a car, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and turn on notifications. We have some even wilder stuff coming up soon. Cars that might make this one look slow, which sounds impossible, but in this industry, who knows? Thanks for watching Wheel Factor, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.